Hello, guys. Hi. How are you all doing?
Great.
So we are doing the Sportsenti tips for the second T20 international between India and Australia, and the teams move back from Canberra to Sydney now. And I don't know if India is going to be happy with the move because they were winning in Canberra and they lost so badly in Sydney. So I don't know if they like the change of venue. But anyway, India is on a winning streak, and that is some relief to all of us, to the cricket fan that we see in Abhishek, and he reminds us every day in some way or the other that he's in Team India fan. And that you must be very happy, Abhishek, that we are on a two-match winning streak. We broke the, by winning the third ODI, we actually broke a sequence of losses in international matches for India.
Absolutely.
Seven matches, right? I mean, and now I think T20, we sort of had a jailbreak that day with with the concussion substitute. Worked out very well for India. Of course, well within their rights to take that. So we're not going to debate that. But unfortunately for India, as we were discussing, Jadeja is out of the T20 series, and that's a big blow because Jadeja and Pandya, they were the ones who actually, batted India out of some tricky situation in both the matches, and
Yeah, true.
both those totals turned out to be winning totals.
Winning
So
totals.
very interesting times. Hopefully, so India's batting appears thin for tomorrow's match, but we'll see. So thank you, people, for joining. Why don't I start with the predictions? What say people? Is that okay?
Yep.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Abhishek, I'll start with you. A for Abhishek. Okay, first question. Let's talk about the team batting first. How many runs do you think they will be able to put up? You've got four options. See, I've increased one option, right? Up to 160, 160 to 170, 170 to 180, or 180 plus. What do you think, Abhishek?
If you look at the first two ODIs, they've scored almost 400.
Indeed.
So I'm hoping it will be a run feast again, and I'm hoping it will be a 170 to 180 game tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Let's hope for a run feast. Let's ask Rohan.
Yeah, I also agree with Abhishek that it will be a 170 to 180. Given that the SCG outfields are pretty quick, so run making is pretty easy for in the power play. Given the openers from both the team, if they give a good start, then yeah, 170 to 180 can be a good total.
Okay, Kriti, what do you think? No, I can't hear
Sorry,
you.
sorry, मैं
Yeah.
हाँ सिर पे चोट का असर पड़ा है.
No, we're not going to have you substitute. So
I know. So I would like to know the options again.
So one less than up to 160, 160 to 170, 170 to 180, and 180 plus. Team batting first.
180 plus.
That's it. I think we are going for a big run feast tomorrow. All right, Mustafa, over to you.
So I think the first, see, I don't think it's about the pitches around anymore in T20 matches, right? Like these matches not really dependent too much on these factors because batsmen are going to go after everything that they get. I honestly feel in the first match, India was short by 15 runs, although we got lucky by those nice scalps in the later half of the game and we won it. But I still feel like we were short by 15 runs, so I'm going to go with the estimate of 170 to 180. I think that could be a winning total for whoever bats first, India or Australia.
Sorry, we said 170 to 180?
170 to 180. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll be around 175. That's what I think.
All right, Anuradha?
180 plus.
Okay. I think high score.
I like it. Me likey.
Okay. All right. On to the second question. I'll start with you, Anuradha. A for Anuradha. So how many sixes will be hit in total during the match? Got three options only. Up to 10, 10 to 12, or 12 plus. Very narrow range.
12 plus.
My word. I mean, without batting an eyelid. Fantastic. Let's ask Kriti. Kriti, what do you think?
I'm also going to say 12 plus.
So you guys are.
They both said 180 plus and then 12
Yeah,
plus.
I think this is a run feast. If I had kept 200 plus in the options, I think you would have gone
No,
200 plus.
no, I wouldn't have.
Hmm.
190
I
is
would
the
have,
limit.
190 is your
yeah,
limit.
exactly. I would have probably gone with 180 to 200 wala option.
Okay. All right. ठीक है, Mustafa.
Uh, I want to say 10 to 12, but then the gap between those is so less. It's such a charge. So, but I think 12 plus is a little difficult. I feel like, if it's going to be around 170, then 7 6 is.
So
I
Mustafa
think
is
okay,
basically
let's go with
defending
12
his
plus.
response.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Earlier
I think let's
response.
go with 12 plus.
You also going with 12 plus?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Abhishek.
I think it'll be an up to 10.
Sorry, you'll be in Indian, did you say?
Oh,
No, I'm saying up to 10.
Up to 10. Okay. So, let's ask Rohan first, and then I'll tell you what happened in the last match. Rohan, we can see you, but there's a lot of real estate being wasted, as Anuradha likes to say. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just a
So the
minute.
second question is how many sixes are going to be hit in
Okay.
tomorrow in the match?
Okay.
Up to 10, 10 to 12, or 12 plus.
Mm, I think given the option I've chosen for the first, I think 12 plus is the option. 12
Okay.
plus, because uh, both the teams are looking good. Again, the same logic. Both the team have good hitters in them, so they will obviously charge with full acceleration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the analyst's curse is that you predict one question and then you try to link all your predictions with that.
Yes.
You shouldn't do that. I mean, all predictions are independent. If
But
you get
that makes sense,
one
na?
right, no, of course it makes sense. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm calling it the analyst's curse. It
Yeah.
will work on some occasions, of course. But the fact is, every question may be independent of. So you get one wrong, the other could be right. So it could be, let's say,
Yeah.
you had said 160 to 170, the score may be 190. But in
Yeah.
this, if you went by not looking at 160 to 170, but predicting the sixes alone, maybe you get it right. All right. Okay. No worries. Let me start the third question with you, Rohan. Let's talk about leg spinners. We've got some excellent leg spinners, both teams. So which leg spinner will pick the most number of matches and most number of wickets in the match? You've got Adam Zampa, bowled exceptionally well in the last match. Of course, Yuzvendra Chahal, the one who came on as a concussion substitute and really changed the course of the match, was the man of the match, picked up 3 wickets. Or Mitchell Swepson, and it may appear that he didn't bowl that well, but he did pick the big wicket of Virat Kohli. So, what do you think?
I think if consistency is concerned, then I think I'll go with Adam Zampa, because he is the only player who has been consistent. His graph is like straight like this, and Yuzvendra Chahal is like a volatile stock who's like just goes like this and this.
At least in the
It's not
Australian
shown.
tour. Yeah.
Exactly. So consistency, I'll go with the consistency, and I'll go with that.
Okay. All right. Anuradha?
Chahal.
Oh, so Chahal is back back in favor, so to say. All right. Good. All right, Abhishek. I know you're a Chahal fan.
Now, of course, I'll go with Chahal, and that's the reason I said up to 10 on the sixes, because both Washington Sundar and Chahal in T20s are difficult to hit sixes for them. I mean, you look at Sharjah as a small ground in Abu Dhabi and all, and look at the sixes. One day, they might have gone for runs, but then most of the batsmen were settled, and then they were going ahead with Chahal.
Okay.
So in this 4 overs span, I think Chahal is a very good bowler. So I'll go with Chahal.
All right.
To
Mustafa?
pick up more wickets.
Mustafa, who will
I
you
agree
go?
with Abhishek. Also, like with bowlers, it's a lot about momentum, right? If he's had a good 4 overs, which he did in the last game, I think that adds to the confidence of Chahal. And what he was lacking in the ODIs, I think he will make up for it in the T20s. So I'm hoping Chahal. And again, Washington Sundar is the kind of bowler who restricts the runs, right? We saw it in the first match. So instead of taking the wickets, he's the one who restricts the runs. So I'm hoping again for him to play the same role, and I'm hoping for Chahal to take the wicket.
Okay. Kriti?
So I am going to. I agree with Mustafa. चहल भाई साहब काफी चहल भाई साहब का ग्राफ चहल
छाए हुए
पहल
हैं,
कर रहा है.
चहल छाए हुए हैं. I get it. हाँ
छाए भी हुए और चहल पहल भी कर रहे हैं.
हाँ चहल पहल भी
So
कर.
exactly. So I am going to change my response. Actually, no, I'm not going to change my response. मेरी बहन दूर से घूर रही है क्योंकि उसके हिसाब से मुझे लेट जाना चाहिए. मैं नहीं लेट.
No, but if you're not feeling well, then you should.
No, I am feeling good. That's why.
And if you feel anything, you should go rest.
I'm not feeling anything. That is exactly the point. I'm not feeling anything. मैं गिरी, मैं चिल्लाई, उठी और
God, you take
So
care.
you're still young. Got it.
I am going to go with Chahal Pahal.
Chahal Pahal. Okay. Why don't I start the fourth question with you, Kriti? Which opener from either side will score the highest number of runs? Got Shikhar Dhawan, KL Rahul, Matthew Wade, or one of Aaron Finch and Darcy Shaw? Because Finch may not play tomorrow. So
KL Rahul.
great form. It's a pretty good choice, actually. Mustafa.
I think same. Like the form he showed in the first match, the kind of strokes he was hitting, he was just hitting the ball out of the park. I think if India has to hit those 12 plus sixes, KL Rahul has to stick around.
I am impressed. मैं जो बोलती हूँ इतने महान क्रिकेट एक्सपर्ट्स यहाँ पे बैठे हुए भी वही रिस्पॉन्स चूज करते हैं. I am impressed with myself. मैं खुद से impressed हो गया.
I think you sell yourself short as a cricket expert. You're a good cricket expert. Yeah, Abhishek.
Rahul, KL Rahul.
Woo! We've got some KL Rahul fans in the house, and I'm moving to the biggest fan in the house, Anuradha.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened. And I think I have exaggerated this. Huh?
No.
Just to add some entertainment value to the videos, I've managed to like really.
No, that's okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rahul.
And you ask why you have been stereotyped.
I mean, see, a response to a question is fine, but I don't know how this happened. This is all because of Vivek.
Yeah, we need to get him back on the show.
Wasn't he supposed to be here today?
Yeah,
what happened?
He said, well, he just forgot. Anyway, Rohan.
I think, do I need to say this? Obviously,
Yes.
Rahul. KL Rahul.
Question got wasted.
KL Rahul is a,
question.
I think 6-0. We are 6 here. 6-0. Clear winner. I think.
So was this a unanimous choice? I mean, did my question?
Swapnil hasn't chosen yet.
WhatsApp group है. उसने decide कर लिया था इस question.
Okay, so let me choose. Let me say this. I think tomorrow
Save the question.
it's going to be Shikhar Dhawan's day.
You know what? I'm a little afraid about Rahul too, because I mean, I want him to play well, but I don't know.
No, I think
I want to change my response.
T20 में तो opener का मतलब आँख बंद करके you can choose Rahul.
Rahul is very consistent. That's the thing with him.
England,
so it's on a roll, then he'll just score a string of good scores.
No, but I want to change my response to
Punjab,
Dhawan.
coming from the IPL form, it's very difficult for him to go wrong in IP like a T20 format.
And Radha, what is your response? Change response.
Dhawan.
मुझे तो लगता है
Finch is not playing.
कल मयंक अग्रवाल खेलना चाहिए.
May or may not.
मयंक अग्रवाल भी खेलना चाहिए.
कल मयंक अग्रवाल खेलना चाहिए तो ये
मुझे लग रहा है अगर कल जीत गए तो लास्ट मैच में मयंक अग्रवाल को एक शॉट देंगे.
I hope people. Mitchell Stark is coming back into form. But anyway, let's talk about the all-rounder. So the next question will tell you why I'm saying the high hopes of India. So which all-rounder will have the biggest impact on the match? I'll start with you. Let me start with you, Abhishek. Or let me start with you, Mustafa. Which all-rounder will have the biggest impact on the match? You see the options. Option 1, Moses Enriquez. Option 2, Sean Abbott. Option 3, Glenn Maxwell. So you've got 3 all-rounders from Australia and just 1 from Washington Sundar. The gaping hole being Ravindra Jadeja. The absence of Ravindra Jadeja is going to hit India hard. But anyway, in the all-rounder question,
definitely.
who are
I'm
you picking?
tempted to pick Sundar, but I know in terms of impact, he will have a good impact on the scorecard. He will not let a lot of runs go by. But I think the kind of form Moses Henriquez is in, I know even Glenn Maxwell is in great form, but in terms of bowling and batting combined, Moses Henriquez has performed in both the basically options. Even in the last match, he was going along pretty well until he got out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Moses Henriquez for this one.
Okay. Kriti, who will you go with?
I will go with Glenn Maxwell.
Well, Glenn Maxwell would be very happy to hear that, because it's very clear that
He
he's
hasn't
struggling
been-
in the T20 format. He's great in the ODI format. It just seems two different, the two different formats have very different impact on Maxwell. Rohan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'll choose Moses Henriques. The reasons because he has balanced his bowling and batting pretty well in the entire series, and like I think he has performed really good and at par with the like in both the departments. So yeah, Moses Henriques.
Okay. Anuradha?
We can't hear you,
Why
Anuradha.
why is Sean Abbott playing? Why is he in the list?
Why? He's a
He's
very
a
good
batsman.
all-rounder. He's a fabulous all-rounder. He's a bowling all-rounder, but he's had a great
Given.
season just now in the Sheffield Shield.
Yeah, but given.
The point is India doesn't have all-rounders. If Hardik Pandya bowls, then obviously he should be in the list. But because he doesn't bowl, he's not in the list. So, yeah. You can decide not to choose Sean Abbott.
Enriquez.
Moses Enriquez. All righty. Abhishek.
Maxwell. Glenn Maxwell.
Okay.
Honestly, even my choice would be Maxwell, but honestly, the reason I did not choose him is because I don't want him to play well tomorrow. Because
Wishful
Steve
thinking.
Henriquez plays well, he can play an average innings and he can
Maxwell
give
is
us
too
Australia a good
impactful.
score.
Yeah.
But अगर Maxwell
Exactly.
खेल गया, तो फिर वो इंडिया को हरा के ही मानेगा. So that's the reason why I did not select Maxwell. That's why I went with Henriquez.
You had
I
the
wish he
Sportsenti
plays
speaking.
थोड़ा बहुत.
This is wishful thinking. It's not prediction,
Yeah.
Mustafa.
This
This
was
is
Mustafa's
wishful
Sportsenti
thinking.
speaking.
yeah, this is Senti. Senti
Henriques की
prediction.
कोई इतनी बड़ी innings नहीं थी. It was
हाँ,
very big innings like
correct.
Maxi. All right, Abhishek. Final
Yes.
question. Start with you. So, which team will win the match? You don't have to tell me India or Australia, because you're already telling me it's India. So, I will ask you, I'll change it. The one chasing or the one defending?
Defending.
Defending. We talk about T20s.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
India will defend the total. India will bat first and defend tomorrow.
Yeah, no, that I know. I mean, that you didn't have to. But anyway. Anuradha,
Defending.
you two are going with defending. Okay. Yeah, I think if you look at the series, all the matches have been won by the team defending, but then this is T20. Rohan?
yeah, I think team chasing. Because I have the stats in front of me for outcomes of T20 at Sydney for the last 10 years. And
क्या बात है?
75% of the
For
time,
the
team
last
batting
10 years.
10 years. My God.
Team
team
batting,
batting second as well. So team chasing also.
10 years ka stat is obsolete now. You should
But
Look
that
at
is
the
the
last
most
10
reliable one.
months.
Yeah, that's most reliable.
you should look at
अभी
10
से ना
months.
कि stats में कि जितना ज़्यादा पुराना डेटा होता है उतना reliable रहता है जिसके
Right.
according-
But the conditions change, people change.
the more they hide, the more they reveal. Yeah.
That's what Crickbus could pop out as quickly as that.
Okay, Kriti.
I'm actually going to side with Rohan right now because he is looking at the
Data.
stats. Data never lies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the one chasing. Yeah.
Okay. Mustafa, so who are you going?
I think I'm going to go with chasing too. I have a feeling that tomorrow India might have to chase, which is why I'm saying chasing in the first place. I really have a feeling that India might have to chase tomorrow.
I think
Moreover, India has not been tested for the chase thing.
yeah, no, they've been tested. They've come short. That's
That's what
They failed at it.
yeah. Test में बहुत जरूरी होगा chase करना.
So I think I think very interesting responses, people. Fabulous to have you all here as always. And see, one day I know Mustafa, I promised this, that we need to take you all to task You need to just compare your predictions with what actually happened. I want to do that one day. Possibly it will happen in the next week, but let me not promise something I can't deliver. So let me first deliver, and then I'll tell you that.
Your next week never comes. You've been saying next week for a really long time.
I know IPL से बोलते चले आ रहे
See,
हैं.
this is
अगला
the time
match.
when this is the best time to commit
We
something
need
for the
a
next week.
Sportsenti leaderboard.
Just ending, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Sportsenti.
We need a Sportsenti leaderboard. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you
And
so much,
Mustafa's going to
people.
design that.
Yeah. Mustafa, we need you to design it. Thank you, people. Have a wonderful evening, and let's see how you fare on Play CK. See, people out there, go predict live on Play CK. It is fun. It's more fun than fantasy.
Fantasy.
Bye guys. See you on Play CKC tomorrow. Bye bye.